Okay. Hello, everyone. So yesterday we had discussed about the first part of the session of 10 years of drumming of myself. So now we will come to the second part of it. And yeah, before I start it, let me share my screen here. So I will share my computer sound as well so that people can hear. So we had discussed about my journey of drumming. So, the first thing I would like to discuss is how music can help children on the autism spectrum. And the second thing I will be talking of is how learning musical instruments can help during neurological problems, those suffering mental health issues, and especially during the pandemic. And lastly, how concerts are important during the pandemic. And then after this, I will also be announcing the prize winners of the pre-quiz that I had hosted, and with some of their views on getting the respective prizes. So with that, I will start now with the first point. So for those who are on the autism spectrum, so we have something very special uh, formula, and this formula is called a music therapy. So my drum teacher, Zubin Balsara sir, is a music therapist, and I'm sure he's doing it for many years. So music therapy is the clinical and evidence-based use of music interventions to accomplish individualized goals within a therapeutic relationship by a credentialed professional. And then it can be, you can use any kind of models, whether it is behavioral or biomedical, developmental, educational, or any other kind of models, but or adaptive music instruction, and it enhances one's quality of life. Either you can think of improving relationships and structured and adapted to the elements of music to create a positive environment and set the occasion for successful growth. Yeah, let's go ahead. And it can be a subset of art-based therapy. Like when I was in fourth, that started art-based therapy in Vidya Valley School. And then because it involves a drum circle, so where you have multiple drum elements like djembe and every other element. And this can promote relatedness, relaxation, learning, and even self-expression. And you can also work on your relationships with others, and so it can be counselors to parents, counselors to students, or any other between any of them. And people with ASD show heightened interest and response to music, and it makes it an excellent therapeutic tool to work with them. And you can also address multiple issues, whether it is ADHD or any other developmental issues. And it's also a successful opportunity for them. Yeah. And also one misconception I would like to point out, like many of you have been doing the mistake in the pre-quiz, is those who have an interest in music, it's always going to work with those people who have interest in music. And it's not necessary that people should have an interest in music, because arts-based therapy, whatever we had, not everyone was a fan of music, a great fan of music. So I think, yeah, that was the misconception I pointed out in the pre-quiz. I found out. Yeah, so it's not necessary that you have to do music or have interest in music for music therapy. So I will go in the next uh, slide, which is the benefits of it. So it can hold a universal appeal. It can provide a bridge between people or between individuals, and you can improve relationships, learning, self-expression, and communication. And secondly, it can help maintain attention. It can stimulate individuals to reduce negative or self-stimulatory responses, and you're trying to increase their participation also in much better ways, which is socially acceptable and more appropriate. So that's where we did in music therapy. And yeah, and as a part of art-based therapy, it improved a lot for me in art-based therapy over the years in Vidya Valley. So coming to the next more points of the benefits, and you can focus on play, shared play, like we had to share things when we were doing music therapy. Then turn taking, like who's going to lead the drum circle, for example, or who's going to lead the drumming in the drum circle. And then listening and responding to another person, that is also another thing that I would like to share. You have to follow the beat and everything. And it's essential for children and or adults with autism to accommodate and address their styles of communication. And and we all know music can express people's emotions. So the same way, music therapy also helps individuals with ASD identify and appropriately express their emotions. So we all know about it because drum circles are also good. Like it will have the power to express emotions. It has the power to do it, right? Okay. And you can music can also be processed in both hemispheres of your brain, and it can improve a lot of functions, like maybe cognitive functions, and it can be used as a remedy for various skills. And you can go out and look out some research notes so that music can engage brain regions that can overlap the human mirror neuron system. So there are many research papers that can focus, but if you are interested, please do give it a try, because I'm not a biologist here. So yeah, that's how it works. Then it can provide multi-sensory stimulation. So using all the five senses, so maybe auditory, visual, and tactile, and then there are five senses that can be involved. And then various motor skills you can use, like fine motor skills, gross motor skills through music therapy, like gripping and all sorts of motor skills. And musical elements, they provide a sense of security and familiarity. So if you're acclimatized, you may want to give it a try if you're an ASD individual. So encouraging them, you can also encourage them to attempt new tasks, but it can be predictable, but in a malleable framework, because sometimes what happens is they struggle with structure change. So if the structure is predictable, then they will do well. That will work very wonders for them. Now I will come to the second part, which is how learning musical instruments has helped during neurological problems. So now coming to this interesting point. So Albert Einstein, we have all seen Albert Einstein playing violin, right? Apart from doing too much of that physics, when he was under stress, he would always play this violin. So life without playing music is inconceivable to me. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. I get most joy in life out of music. So it's very good for both the brains. So in general, learning music makes you smarter, and it's very useful for the skills that he did, like in science or math. In general, it's very essential for those skills that you will need in science and math. You can improve your social life as well with music, because anyways you're being smarter, and also you're trying to interact with people. Like if you want to form a band, or if you want to know about how their music works, then yeah, you may want to give it a try on your own instrument, and that's how it works. So your social life will improve, and music can keep you calm. If you're under stress like Albert Einstein, then you can take your time and play. Like every day I do it in the evening, particularly when I'm under stress. I look forward to play the drums in the evening. And then it can also give you a sense of achievement, if you have done a beat, and maybe if you have not tried it, at least you're okay. You should be okay with doing some part of it. But otherwise, if you have nailed it, it can also give you a sense of achievement, that yeah, I have done it, and I have done this particular tune or beat or anything that you have done. And it is also good for building confidence. And once you get that sense of achievement, your confidence is built, because here you are trying to play uh, play an instrument, or prepare your mind for, if you're saying, a concert or any other musical performance or a recording. So yeah, that's where it builds the confidence. And fifth is it can improve memory. That's evident in the point I told about Albert Einstein, and it's good for both hemispheres of the brain. and more importantly, improves your discipline and time management. So if you play with intent, and you have to also play with the song and well timed, like your timing shots in cricket, so like that. So the timing and the sound and discipline and the intent of it has to be very good in when you're playing any song. So that's what it is. Now coming to the last point, the importance of concerts. Yeah, but before I start, let me tell you that uh, uh, I have seen many people in my batch learn ukulele in these tough times, and yeah, these were the reasons I said why it's beneficial. Learning a musical instrument is beneficial. So we have seen many of my batchmates or anyone across the world, even cricketers, are also dedicating the time to play instruments. So yeah. Now coming to the last point, which is the importance of concerts. And after that, I will be announcing the winners of the pre-quiz. So the importance of concerts. So you all should know. So if you want to give an opinion, your opinion on why concerts are important, please do so. But in the comment section below, yeah. So you can give your own opinion on why concerts are important in these times. But for now, let me give my opinion though. So they are social events and they allow people to have fun and relax. And uh, we have seen a lot of challenges in the pandemic, as I said before in the first part, like either you have to play for an audience and then maintaining social distance. So these are solved using online concert platforms such as Skillbox. So basically, what happens is you book your tickets and they ask you for your name, your phone number, your email ID, and other personal information, and then they ask you to pay a specified amount, the number of tickets, and then it gives you an ID, the code for logging in on the day of the concert. So that's how it works, and only to those people, like a limit, like number of 10. Let's say if you've ordered 10 tickets, then you'll give you a code for 10 people. And then in the actual concert area, where you're broadcasting it, so the less performers is there, so or minimum band setup, they perform in a specific area, and there it is broadcasted, and then the audience can watch it from the concert from the comfort of home, and that is a ticketed event, as I said. So it's open to all across the globe as well. So the next, so one importance I would like to mention is about the calories being burned. So because you're standing, you're dancing, and you're jumping, and that can help you to burn calories. And another point I would like to mention is when you are attending the concert, like you have parked your car and there is some walking, that also can help you involve to burn your calories. Yeah, so that is another misconception I pointed out in the pre-quiz, and some of you have done it wrong. So yeah, calories are actually burnt when you are in the concerts. You can raise your spirits also. It's very fun, as you know. You can boost your emotions, and you may be excited to purchase the tickets, prep for the show, attending with friends, and savoring the memories. And then you are also excited to prepare and perform in front, if especially if it's your debut. Like for example, my friend Ahan Patel, he debuted in the 2020 concert, and I'm sure he was really excited to do it. So it can help you raise your spirits because the music in it can raise your spirits and boost your emotions as well. So yeah, this is another important point. And getting involved with people, so it's a live way to socialize and visit in a safe setting. So there is no need to go to a large venue, and because you'll already get to know what music they play, what music they create, and what instruments they use. And it also gives us a chance to support the band and local entertainers and help them get their careers off the ground when you attend their events. So like if you want to involve their music or any other music that of a person who plays in a band, you may want to think of including such kind of music in your drumming and or in your music instruments as well. So that's how get is it's called getting involved. And also you can get involved with the audience also if you're a performer. Sure. Yeah, so that's how it works. And then you can also discover new sounds. Again, you can get to know of their new songs, experience their music lives, and you may not know that which songs you may have liked now, and then and you will also know how they open the band, like opening act, like what is the opening music, closing music, everything you will get to know. And someday you will want to incorporate it in your performances as well, or in your instruments as well. So that's what's called discovering new sounds. And then it's a safe outing also. So concert is a great opportunity to be surrounded by people in a safe area, and as long as you make smart choices, it's safe. And like if you don't drink alcohol or any other poisonous substances or which can be harmful for your health. So yeah, that's how it works. And one more misconception I point out in the quiz is about in the tough times. So we have to follow all the rules of COVID, as we all know. And so we have online concerts. Those have an advantage of enjoying it from the comfort of your own home. So yeah, you can watch it from your own home. And then this is a very safe outing because you get to learn about many people. And yeah, that's how it works. So that is the end of it. So now I'll be announcing the top 3 pre-quiz winners. And let me tell you the grading scheme. So there was manual grading and there is no negative marking. And for section 1, we had +4 for selecting all correct answers. And there was partial marking if there was no wrong option and a certain number of correct answers is selected. And there's no negative marking in general. And in section 2 we had bonus, and we had split based on the accuracy in the value. And overall the quiz was high scoring, around 16 average and median close to 17, and not much spread in the data. So with that, let me announce the winners. uh, but before this, ranking also was done. We obviously more scores is better rank, and if scores equal, we check the bonus they have earned, and if scores still equal, we do first come first serve basis. But if it's top 3, we try and do a tiebreaker. So a tiebreaker is a good way to answer for the top 3, so that we don't have duplicates anymore. So on the third place we have Kiana Stetna, who is our club coordinator, and she's been drumming for a good time. And on the second place is my batchmate Sultan Nazir from Kerala, and on the first place is Merin Vincent to from Kerala. So I would like to congratulate all the winners, and please do give a big round of applause to them and support these winners. And before ending this session, I would also like to show you what messages they have said for us. So yeah, let me show you the messages. So one is from the second winner, so that's from Sultan.
Hello, this is Sultan. I'm very happy to be accepting this prize. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there for this event, but I would like to take a moment to really appreciate the teachers, parents, and friends who have supported Akshay on his journey with drumming. And most importantly, Akshay for relentlessly pursuing his passion for music. I'm delighted to be a part of celebrating Akshay's 10-year-long musical journey, and definitely I'm looking forward to many more years of many more amazing achievements from Akshay. So, thanks again.
Now from the first prize winner, so Merin will
I
deliver.
am Marin. Akshay and me are classmates. We belong to the batch of 2023 of ISA Pune. Akshay has always been a unique person in our classroom. He has always invited people for his concerts, and he was so happy in hosting us in his concerts. I feel great to have won this quiz and feeling myself happy in being a support to him. Happy that you are continuing this long venture with the music, and all the best for your future plans.
So with that, so before I end this talk, I would like to thank my father for the helping in the distribution of prizes and the printing of everything which was related to this event. And I would like to conclude by saying thanks to everyone who was involved in my journey, from my friends, from my teachers, and everyone who was involved in my drumming journey. So that is the end of the second part, and that ends the proceedings for the talk I have. So yeah, with that, I will end the recording. And yeah, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you soon.